Hey, shalom, shalom. All right, before I get started with this lesson today, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and salutations unto the elect. All right. Now, in this lesson, I just want to go into this. Well, it's kind of gonna be a land back off of the brother Shema Allah down here at GMS Houston camp, and he brought up this quote by Marcus Aurelius, which is a Stoic philosopher, and I just wanted to tie in this quote, into the scriptures, because really, these Stoics, they get their wisdom from the scriptures, So let's get straight into it. All right, this is a quote by Marcus Aurelius. It says, "Do not act as if you're going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live." You see, in us, in his human bodies, we're subject to death. You see, we sin, and that leads to death. You see, and we don't know when the Heavenly Father is going to call us back up into the spiritual realm, But it says, do not act as if you're going to live 10,000 years. Death hangs over you while you live, right? We don't, our days are not assured. We don't know when the Heavenly Father going to, call us back up into the spiritual realm. All right, but it says, while it is in your power, be good. You see, so while you have the opportunity, you're still on this earth, you have this truth. What? Be good. And how do you be good? All right, doing the works, pleasing the Heavenly Father, offering up spiritual sacrifices, all right, improving yourself within these scriptures, man. All right, that's how you be good upon this earth, man. All right, that's how you be good. So while it is in your opportunity, while it's in your power, all right, while we still have time on this earth, while we still have the opportunity to, look, be good, man. All right, give it your all. All right, there's a saying, if I can quote it, it's a saying, and forgive me if I butcher it, but it's a saying, look, do it like there's no tomorrow. Do it like there's no tomorrow, man. Because, look, tomorrow is not promised. All right, so each and every day, we should be giving it our all in this truth, giving it every opportunity, giving it every opportunity we get, to praise the Heavenly Father, glorify the Heavenly Father, in our works, in this body. You see? So let's get Baruch, all right, 4:28. It reads, for for as it was in your mind to go astray from the Most High. And right, when we were once of this world, before we came into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, we were of the world, following after the ways of this world. If you were in, brothers was in Christianity, following after sweet Jesus, brothers were probably atheists, whatever it may be, whatever case may be. Before this truth, we were following after the ways of this world. We're all caught up in the holidays and the basically the wickedness of this world. You see, so we were astray from the Heavenly Father. You see, but it says, so being returned, seek him 10 times more. And right, we've been returned. All right, the Lord Yahweh Bashmi Shai has given us, this truth. He's called us into this truth to understand, these scriptures, to preach his word. We've been returned. But it says, seek him 10 times more. So now that we've been given this blessing of this truth, we should be, seeking him 10 times more. Basically, pushing, pushing Yahweh Bashim Shai, pushing the works, pushing serving Yahweh Bashim Shai, man. All right, every opportunity you get, you should be, speaking to myself first and foremost. Definitely speaking to myself first and foremost. This is a lesson for me. This is a lesson for, brothers out there, believers and sisters out there. And, to me also, I'm not excluded from it. But it says, so being returned, right, we turn back into the truth, seek him 10 times more, right? So now that you have this truth, all right, and you turn back into the Heavenly Father, look, seek him 10 times more, all right, push, all right, give it your all in this truth, all right, give it your all in doing the works, all right, give it your all in being a brother, being charitable, you see, because we're not going to always have this opportunity, all right, we don't know when our last day might be, you see, so each and every day we should be, giving it our all, and seeking the Lord 10 times more every day, So let's get Ephesians 5 and verse 15. It says, see then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise. Let's read the NLT. So it says, so be careful how you live, right? While we're on this earth, Be careful in how you live, man. Make sure you're not indulging in the wicked practices of this world, man. Make sure you're living for Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, living according to his word, man. This is how you seek the Lord, man. Living according to his word, man. Every day you should be living according to his word, meditating on his word. Doing his works. You see, this is how you be good upon the earth, man. This is the only opportunity we have. You see, so be careful how you live. Don't live like fools, but live like those who are wise, man. Verse 16, KJV, it says, redeem the time because the days are evil. Let's read it in NLT now. It says, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days, man. You see, so every opportunity we get to praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, to do the works, be charitable, be a brother, edify, exhort, any opportunity that we get, look, do it. Do it, man, because tomorrow is not promised. All right? And also there's going to come a time when there's going to be a famine of the word. We ain't going to always have to have the opportunity to store up these spiritual sacrifices in the heavens, man. You see, we ain't going to always be able to do the works and make these videos and go out on the block, and edify the sheep. We ain't going to always have the opportunity to do that. But so while we have the opportunity now, we've been given the knowledge, we've been given the truth. Look, seek the Lord 10 times more. Do it, push it to the max, to your power, to your power. Whatever you power you got, push it to according to the measure of your faith, man. That's what I tried to say. Push it to the measure of your faith, man. All right, so let's make the most of every opportunity in these evil days, and we're surely in evil days, man. Hey, death is we're surrounded by death, and we know that the Lord, us being in the truth, we know that the Lord gonna protect us, man. But again, we really don't know, all right, if we may be caught in the spiritual realm or not. If we we don't know when we may be caught into the spiritual realm. So while we are on this earth now, and we have the opportunity, we have this truth. Hey, seek the Lord 10 times more. Do all you can to please the Heavenly Father, man. All right, so that when the time of judgment do come, hey, you'll be exempt because what? You've been serving the Heavenly Father. You've been giving it your all, right? Let's get let's see. It's a computer. It's like it, bear with me. Let's see. Hold on. I passed it up. It's like here. All right. So this is 2 Peter 1:10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. You see, so it's still giving diligence in his ministry, diligence in his truth. It's making your calling and election sure. We call ourselves of the hopeful elect. We don't really know, if we're of the elect, but it's still giving diligence. We're making that election, sure. Our calling and election sure. You see, and I want to get this word diligence here. It says, in the etymology online, it says diligence. It says constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken. You see, it says constant. Every day we should be, constantly, every day we should be doing the works. Pushing Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And it's not always, making videos. It's not always, going on the block. Hey, it's through your actions. Are you really walking after Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Are you meditating on Yahweh Bashim Yahushai? Are you, being a good brother? Are you being charitable? All right. A lot of things go into, the works and pleasing the Heavenly Father. You see, but it says constant and earnest effort to accomplish what is undertaken. All right. It says of Old French, attention, care, haste, speed. You see, and directly from Latin, attentiveness, right? You put carefulness. All right. Give carefulness, or take heed to, give attention to, and carefulness, to this truth, man. Give diligence in this truth, man. All right, be consistent in this truth, because we're not going to always have the opportunity, man. We don't know when our last day might be on this earth, you see. And so we want to, put up all the spiritual sacrifices we can, store up all the treasures in heaven as we can, all right, while we have it in our power to do so. through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Shai. But that was pretty much it. Quick little lesson. All right, going into just give it your all, man. Each and every day, give it your all. All right, each and every day, you wanna at the end of the day, all right, you want to say to yourself, look, I did what I had to do for Yahweh Bashim Shai. I gave it my all. I read. I made a video. I watched some videos. I prayed. And that's enough. If you do that every day, hey, you giving it your all, man. Not being caught up in the affairs of this world, not praying, not doing your works. That's not doing good upon this earth, man. In the sight of Yahweh Bashim Shai. But with that, I just want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai Bahasham Ruach HaKodesh. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations unto the elect. And I hope and pray that this lesson was edifying unto those that have the spiritual eyes to see and the spiritual ears to hear. All right, and that ultimately goes back into the elect amongst the nation of Israel. With that, shalom.